Here's an update of my Tower Garden Flex. I have some new plants in here, some old plants in here, some die-hard plants in here. So I'm just going to give you a quick update and we'll go from top to bottom. And of course, this is a parsley plant, all-time favorite, just does lovely on the Tower Garden. This has been in here since the beginning, which was December. Like I said, now it's July. This is a couple of celery seeds planted May 30th, and they're doing wonderful. I have a whole other video on the celery that I took out of the tower that I overplanted. This is a kale plant that also was started way back in the beginning. It's one of the first plants in here. Again, that's end of December. And it's still producing and just doing wonderfully, not bolting quite yet. Looks like it's getting there. And we'll go down to this beautiful kale plant. Again, has been on here for forever, and I've made separate videos about this plant because it's just so lovely and growing and growing and growing. And I have a spinach here that's fairly new. I have to watch what kind of ink you use on your tape because the ink came off. So it's probably, I'm thinking beginning of June. And I have a nice romaine here that is bolting. I already have plants started to replace it. I'm gonna take the leaves off today and pull it. And as we move down, here's another of that kale variety that is also old. I have some new kale plants started as well. And here I have my beautiful yellow pepper plant. Look at how that's ripening there. It's green on one side, yellow on the other. I've made separate videos about this too because the peppers on here just keep coming and coming and coming. It's beautiful. I don't know how many are on there right now, probably 8 or 9 with flowers still coming. And another pepper plant that I'm just kind of letting it go. I want to see what it does. It's beautiful red peppers in there. And I lost count of how many there are because there's peppers back there too. And it's just huge, this thing. This is a organic pepper seed from a friend. Here's a couple of new ones coming up. There's new ones everywhere. I just want to see, I want to let it go and as long as I can and see what it does. Beautiful. And here is I think this is a red kale. Doesn't really look like a red kale, but a little bit softer than the other kale variety that I have. And here is a piccolino cuke. I'm on the hunt for a nice cucumber plant that likes the Tower Garden and grows well in my house. And this is a parthenocarpic, so it only grows female flowers. And I have some, I've been pinching off the ones that kind of shrivel up. This is the biggest one I have so far, which is doing nicely. Some of them are growing, some of them shrivel a bit, so we'll see what that one does. And last but not least, a mini pepper plant that again was started right at the beginning, last December, and even before that actually, because I had it in one of my trial towers. And they're just so lovely. And it's a gift that keeps on giving too. It just goes and goes and goes and grows. Doing well. Everything's doing really well.